Welcome back to TV. This is going to be episode number 2 of What's My Cart. Going to go over a couple more staples that I think will be good for this upcoming format, as well as something I think is just worth picking up just because I want to. 3 cards I think right now is going to be Gorgon of Zoloth. I'm not going to pretend like I know how to say that, but this card, it's pretty generic. Just requires 3 link monsters or 3 effect monsters for link 3. And it locks out your opponent from summoning from the zones that it points to, and they can't activate those effects. So it's a pretty good variety. It's pretty generic, just a 3. I think Malice was trying this for a while, and it wouldn't be a bad body to play with for Gem Knights, which I'm currently playing, because it is just like a Donner, but kind of better. If it points to the arrows, obviously it kind of matters. And for a secret rare, it's not bad for being like $6 when it was like 20 something. So right now it's like really low. I think it's worth having at least 1 copy. I don't see why not. I think it's a neat tech card. Another one is the Lunalight, but you could probably just get this from bulk. Unless you're actually playing the deck itself, I think it's pretty solid. I mean, even then it was like $3, so now it's like dirt cheap. The only thing you really need it for is to send it to grave, so then you can affect the Lunalight Dancer, the Lunalight Liger's effect, so it reduces its attack and you can just swing into it. Makes it easier if you have the extra deck space, just Ultimate Slayer or something. Then Primite Fusion, just because I'm looking into playing some Primite cards. And then I'll go into that a little bit in a bit. But you can Fusion Summon it, and then you can banish this card and 1 level higher, 5 or higher Primite monster from your deck or graveyard, and then or banish to add, sorry. So Fusion Summon by shuffling materials from your field or grave back into your deck, so it recycles it, including a normal monster. So good for Blue Eyes too, but you could play it for anything else. And then you can banish this card to add 1 from deck or grave to hand, which is pretty cool. It's a lot of recursion. It's a lot like invocation, right? And then to go with the Primite Fusion, we're going to jump down a bit. We're going to go to Primite Lordy Load. I went ahead and picked up a playset of these because it seems like they're not going to be reprinted anytime soon. There's a chance they could get reprinted, but it might not be for a while until they announce it, like in the tins maybe. But they just reprinted it, so they're probably not going to reprint them again. And the lowest it's going to be right now, like it's at 55 down here, and this is the original one. This one's not the reprint. But at that point, I just want a first edition of the original if I'm just going to pay $2 more. But yeah, I think this is worth buying now. It's not going to drop any lower, unfortunately, so it's just too good not to pick up. I already picked up my barrels, already picked up my drill beams, but those were from another purchase. So I think that's worth it there. Now going on to with Lordy Load and the Primite cards, I'm personally going to be playing a version of Melfi's and Primite just because of Melfi Rabbi. He's a normal monster. And I picked up these because it's super cheap. Like they were like $4 at some point, now they're like $3. So I picked up a playset of these QCRs just because I've never played them before, but it's so broken in the Melfi card, in the Melfi deck, so I think it's worth buying them. Going on to Primites and such, the Moki Moki. I saw a video with Jesse Cotton talking about the Moki Moki, and I looked at these, and they're like really cheap for like a playset of 3 of these guys. It'd be fun to build. I saw him play it on Master Duel, but I think this would be hilarious because Moki Moki Smackdown always been like one of the funniest cards. This guy's just funny. Like look at him. This is like White Dustin but better. Alright, so like it's funny. He's a light fairy. I mean, I could even throw him in Shadal's if I wanted to. But yeah, that's fun. So I want to pick those up. Dimension Shifter here. I think this one's kind of an odd one out. The OCG's playing him in the Vanquished Soul because they don't really need their graveyard to OTK. And so they're playing him as a one-of, and they've been doing that now as well in my area. I have a friend who's never played Dimension Shifter before, and he's playing Vanquish Soul now, and he's playing a Dimension Shifter in his main deck, and I'm like, what? Like, you're on Dimension Shifter? Like, he's part of the people that complained about Dimension Shifter being a problem, and now they're playing Dimension Shifter, so I think this is a good time to pick this up. Before it goes back up, I picked up my copy originally for like $10 a couple weeks ago. It used to be like $30. I don't think it's going to go up by much, but it's rarity collection, so it's not as easily found, even if it's like, because look, it jumps up from 9 to 11, and then it's around 11 for a little bit. So I think it'll be down there for a while. It's probably not going to go up in price, but look, once it jumps up to 18 to 20, that's when the demand goes up. So I think right now, buying a copy for like $11 isn't bad for QCR. I think any QCR at like $1, at like $10 is worth buying, either for the collection or just to invest in. And then yeah, that. And then going on to the new set, I think that because they're going to be doing fusion heavily for like they're not really going to need fusion deployment to play the Draco Tail, but because they're going to be playing with a lot of branded until they get more support, I think the people that want to get the high rarity stuff are going to go ahead and go for the fusion deployment. And it wasn't really super high for a while, dropped to a little bit, and it's back up in price now, but I mean, maybe it'll sell around there. I think it's worth buying them just to max rarity the fusion deployments. They do have like platinum and other lower rarities if you want to do that instead, but I think it's worth investing in it if you have 30 bucks to sit around and just keep it in your trade binder. Someone's going to want it. The Lightning Storm QCRs I think are also a decent time. If you're playing any Go second decks, board breakers like I am for Gem Knights right now, it was like 30 bucks, now it's down to like 25, so it's not a whole lot, but I'm not sure it's going to drop lower since a lot of people are going to go for the Starlights, so I think this is worth buying. I'm personally looking to get in these eventually. I just got a playset of the two the other week, but they're not the QCRs because my budget was low, so I didn't want to go ahead and upgrade for two of if it's not like the deck I'm going to be playing for a while. And then the last one here is going to be Secretarion Dragon. It is one of the new fusions that they're using in the Draco Tail for Justice Hunters. I hear that it's going to be either a crazy tech floodgate. I hear that it's not as crazy as it might be, but you know, who knows. Dragon and spellcasters go hand in hand, so if you're playing the branded version or not, you're just super piling away one of their boards. I think is worth playing. It was like 18 bucks, now it's like $3. I think it's probably the good time to get it now before I don't think it's going to go up by much, but I think it's worth just buying. Not too much stuff. If you really had to take anything from here, I'd say get the Gorgon, get the Lorry Loads, and maybe the Secretarion Dragon. Everything else is just kind of like max rarity collection. So that's what I have in my cart for this episode. I didn't put all the three ofs. Like, I mean, this is just like probably one copy. I don't think I need one. This I would get at 3. Shifter at 1. This I would want at 3 copies. This I would want at 3, but so I'd have to find another buyer. This is just putting it in there to visually show you so you can see the charts and everything. But yeah, that's gonna be this week for What's in My Cart, episode 2. Please make sure to like and subscribe and keep an eye out for some more videos this week, and I'll see you in the next one.